the MP5 is a paramilitary weapon, while the G3 is a personal assault rifle that is suitable for conventional infantry engagements. But the common factor between both these machines is that they are individual weapons, or weapons every soldier and officer can be equipped with. This one is not. Welcome to the machine gun. To be more exact, the 7.62mm MG3. The technology of the machine gun, that of rapid fire at a high rate, can be traced to the late 1800s, but it was in World War I when it earned a fearsome reputation. In fact, it was the deployment of the machine gun in trench warfare that led to the high casualties and the resulting stalemate on both sides during the Battle of the Somme, one of the bloodiest military engagements ever recorded. Statistics proved that a single machine gunner could mow down dozens of advancing soldiers. With more than 1.5 million casualties, the deadly use of the machine gun in the Somme offensive forced generals to rewrite the classic infantry doctrine of charging enemy positions, as eventually many soldiers refused to follow their officers' orders to take to the field when facing the lethal machine gun nest. Today, the army uses the MG3's 1A3 version, made in Pakistan with the design tracing back to World War II's MG42, which was used to great effect by Nazi forces. The MG3 is classified as a light machine gun, or LMG. Don't let that fool you. This weapon is anything but light, nor is it to be taken lightly. With a rate of fire that exceeds 1,000 rounds per minute, the LMG packs a heavy punch. But it has shortfalls. The LMG is not a very mobile weapon, weighing in at over 25 kilos when its bipod is attached. The bipod is not a luxury. Because it is automatic, the recoil is so intense that using a bipod is essential. Still, the LMG is not a very accurate weapon and is meant to suppress enemy fire versus actually directly targeting enemy forces. Compared to other modern machine guns, it is also too long, measuring over 1200 millimeters, and difficult to run and set a target with. In a conventional military engagement, where an infantry unit can actually provide cover for a machine gunner as he sets up his bulky weapon for combat, the deployment of the LMG makes sense. But in Fatah and Swat, where the action is swift and sudden, the LMG is dated technology. However, it is mounted on vehicles in military convoys, but again as a fire suppressor, not a precise killer. The LMG also has a special designation. In an infantry unit, the LMG is classified as a section weapon. The section is the lowest division of any unit. Here's the map. Every infantry unit, which is commanded by a lieutenant colonel, is made up of a few companies. These companies are almost always headed by majors and number around 150 men. Then, each company is divided into platoons, usually commanded by a captain or a senior lieutenant, and consist of around 30 to 36 men. And the last division is that of a section, the basic fighting cell of an infantry unit. A section can be commanded by a senior non-commissioned officer and usually has between 9 and 13 soldiers. Not everyone gets the privilege or the arduous responsibility of handling the LMG. During training exercises, instructors usually assign the LMG to the most junior or overweight man in the section to carry around. But in war, the LMG is only handled by one of the steadiest hands in the formation.